Darkness
Golden
attacks.
wildfire.
Yeah.
Darkness attacks.
Gotta be a Garthans.
After securing an initial victory at Ferdiad, Claude prepares to negotiate with Dimitri. But then word of an alarming crisis back home forces the Federation army to retreat.
Oh man!
The glimmer of hope that the war was nearing its end has been snuffed out by those who seek to spread chaos and destruction throughout Fodlan.
We made good time coming this far, but we should slow our march. We're coming up on the affected region.
Affected region? Oh, don't tell me they did something like, what was it called? Remire Village again.
You've probably all heard what's happening by now, but I want to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Because that means we might be pulling up on Tomas.
Several days ago, there was a sudden spike in bandit activity within Ordelia territory and the neighboring Imperial territory of Frim.
Them too?
The bandits have attacked rural villages and
What?
larger towns alike, ransacking them repeatedly.
No, if I remember correctly, House Frim was the one who got House Ordelia involved in the first place when the Agarthans came and experimented on Lysithea.
House Ordelia fought to restore order, but the attacks have increased to the point where we could no longer contain them.
These territories were completely secure before we launched our invasion. How did things change so quickly?
Well, I mean, they must have just been waiting.
We don't know what's motivating the attacks, but survivors claim to have spotted some suspicious figures working alongside the bandits.
Yep, and they just transformed when the time came. Yeah, no, not the Knights.
You mean people like Tomas and Myson?
Yeah.
Exactly. I've actually received some confidential information from Edelgard.
You what?
You did?
Those who slither in the dark. At least that's what the Empire calls them.
She confided in you about them. Interesting. I'm gonna have to think more about that later on what that means, because that's basically what I was saying, you know, that the Agarthans should be the main focus, and you know, the church. Well, hang on, like I said, let me think about that later.
They can shapeshift, they command dangerous powers, and they influence events in mysterious ways. In short, they bring chaos to Fodlan.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that the Empire found their hideout and purged them all.
So they did. So Talus did overplay his hand? So that's what the Empire did, I'm assuming. Wait, but no, their hideout is in Shambhala. So, wait, their hideout should be in the Alliance. How do they do that?
Yeah, well, some of them escaped. Lord Arundel, their leader, seemingly up and vanished.
Is that confirmation that Arundel is Talus? Well, no, it not yet. All right, until I see it, it is not confirmation. But you know, I'm 98% sure. So he's still out there.
And no one's caught so much as a glimpse of Tomas since he fled from Garreg Mach.
In light of the circumstances, I am afraid I must ask. Do you know anything about this?
That's fair.
Sorry, not a clue.
Gotta use all your options.
Honestly, I'd like to interrogate them myself. See if there's any connection between us. Yes, I am sure you would. Forgive me, it was a boorish question.
No, I understand, Lawrence, I understand.
But there's no way you have anything to do with them, right?
Well,
Well, your powers are similar. Maybe we'll find out more in the battles ahead.
Claude, did you mean to be looking at me when you said that?
It's entirely possible that you came into contact with them when you were still too young to remember.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe. Guess I should take this opportunity to learn what I can.
I know we're all dying to find out what their endgame is, but restoring order comes first. The flames of unrest are already catching in neighboring regions. We'll have a full-blown catastrophe on our hands if we ignore it. This is why we had to abandon our battle with the kingdom. We need to stomp this out, and fast.
All right. Wait, but Claude, if you knew about that, if you knew that they had that if you knew that the Agarthans were a threat, then why? Well, he was trying to end the war quickly, and
For all you know, you could be a part of those who slither in the dark. It's entirely within the realm of possibility.
yeah.
And yet, not a single one of them seems to be considering that. Just look how much they trust you.
That's true, Arvel. Considering that those who live in the dark can just transform, and their whole thing is, pretending to be somebody else and then showing their true colors, that is dangerous. I mean, I'm glad they trust me, but... Okay, yeah, we're solidly back in the Alliance now. Okay, what we got?
Idea?
Increase maximum activity points.
Here's what
Training points.
I have a proposal.
Increase all allied units morale by 1 level.
I've got an idea.
Here's what I had in mind.
I'm thinking training points because
I've got an idea.
I don't really think I need all the activity points anymore. I know what meals I want, and they don't take nearly as much. And then from that point on, I'm pretty much good. But training, that's what we need. So, and morale,
Have a proposal.
I can get that up with gifts if I absolutely have to. So,
Here's what I had in mind. I've got this under control.
One step at a time.
okay. All right, before we make our rounds, let's look at this map. A reason to fight. Oh, really? So Leone has another paralogue, and this time with Blake and Gerald. And Lysithea still hasn't had hers. So then maybe it is possible for, I don't know, but multiple units to have multiple paralogs? Because Hilda's had 2, Leone has 2. We'll see. At the very least, these are not all the paralogs because Lysithea is still missing hers. Let's see. Level 78. Oh, and we get her. Yeah, I'm making her a bow knight. I'm making her a bow knight after this. We get a bow battalion. Gerald and Blake have been hired to clear out poachers near Son village. They're joined by Leone, who's eager to defend the village she calls home. Makes sense. Yeah, that will be a interesting little get-together, won't it? Okay, well, let's make our rounds, and then, I'll do the usual mission thing. So, we'll start with Lawrence.
Many thanks.
Oh, no problem, Lawrence, no problem. I get it, I get it. You didn't have to say in your defense, like, I got it, man.
What are your thoughts?
I already said it's okay. I am curious. Yeah. Nothing will change, huh? I'm hoping, I don't just transform, turn into somebody else and attack them. Because it's not like, I have somebody else living inside me or anything like that possibly could take over our body, like our quote-unquote rival in this very same story. Nothing like that. Hilda.
That reminds me.
Claus says Tomas group's involved in these riots, but most of the people causing trouble are just regular old bandits. Are they?
So basically,
Yeah, it is a problem.
Let's see.
You think? I would think, oh, they lost their homes. Because I was going to say, I would think in wartime that, jobs actually increase. But, yeah, if they lost their homes and fields, man, that's tough. Well, again, yeah, they should be able to find work. But maybe because, well, no, I don't know. When I'm talking about jobs increase, I'm not taking into account battle torn areas. That brings in a bit more dynamics, I think. Happy? Got a bad feeling about this?
Honestly, I don't know.
You sense darkness? Let me ask.
Hey.
Yeah. Wait, from me? That's not what I was going with.
Yeah.
Do you mean Arvel? We're gonna talk to him last after all this. But I feel like Arvel's trustworthy. Like, I feel like Arvel and Sotis, they don't lie. Well, now Sotis genuinely did forget her memory, and then when she woke up, she's like, Sotis was always straight with Blake. She said, if you sit in this chair, your body's mine. You best believe I'm taking over. So, you know, I respect that. Arvel did seem like he was hiding something and, you know, not being truthful about his intentions. We'll see.
What seems to be the problem?
Oh, really? Well, speaking of, I guess she did. Sotis was there, but she hasn't said a daggum word. A daggum word. Oh, that's nice.
Excuse me.
Your mother hails from Ordelia territory, but you haven't been able to contact them. Terribly worried about my grandparents. Have to make sure they're safe. Oh, you have no way to... Oh. Sorry to hear that. Your partner died in the last battle. We've been together for ages. Nothing to do about it now, Captain Gerald. Oh! You're what, Gerald's mercenaries? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Well, I wouldn't blame him for that. I mean, but you didn't have many jobs left in the Empire. And, you know, one way or another, you would have been part of the war. But, see, that's one of those times where it's like, thinking rationally, that's not fair to do, because clearly she's grieving. Like, you're not going to be thinking rationally when you're upset, you know? And I think that's fair.
What do you want?
You've been lucky? Oh, you work for Akron. Yeah, I guess that's true. Huh. Gatekeeper?
Greetings, friend.
Captain! I didn't even notice that. You were saying Captain before? Yeah, that makes sense. Both shores of Aramit River to the east are apparently crawling with bandits.
So what do you think?
Just guard the gate, Gatekeeper. Do that, and we'll be fine. Now, Ash and Balthus, this is an interesting dynamic. Oh, they're not talking to each other. Ordelia territory is taking a beating. We gotta go out there and help them.
Hey.
I mean, I know he does, but I figured I'd ask why anyways.
Right.
Yeah. That was an interesting support between him and Lysithea. You worried about everyone else in Ordelia? So is Ash the only blue lion we're gonna get? Because we fought Dimitri. And, well, we haven't fought Mercedes. And I haven't even seen Dorothea. Or Mercedes, actually. Well, post-time skip. But, I mean, Dorothea, we've been fighting the Empire for the longest. And I think we've literally seen everybody but her. And we just saw Annette. So it's not so strange that we haven't seen Mercedes, but Dorothea. Oh man.
Let's give it a go.
Knight of Fargus would never be so quick to abandon the townsfolk. See, I almost wish I didn't have Ash here. If, you know, why couldn't he just retreat? Because I feel like it's making him miserable to be here. You know, he's got nobody else to talk to. Although Dimitri did tell him it's okay to surrender, but... Alright. Oh, Bernie. I thought you were Petra. It would if I didn't go to the map beforehand.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you where we are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, true. Honestly, I call them the Alliance from time to time, too. In fact, I don't ever think upset the Federation. They're the Alliance to me, alright? It's been that way for 3 years. But then again, it's probably been that way longer for the people who actually lived here. So.
Wait, what?
No, I don't think so, Bernie. I don't think so, because we've already seen, let's see, Caspar's father, Linhardt's father. Is that it? Because Hubert's is dead. Edelgard's, well, we already saw. Edelgard's can still be here, but we already saw him in Three Houses. I'm talking about new characters, really. Yeah, I think because for the Alliance, we only had Holst and Count Gloucester. We haven't seen Count Ordelia or Margrave Edmund. So I think maybe they added 2 people per route. And for Sylvain, the kingdom really has the father's own lock. Gilbert was already there. Rodrigue was already there. We already saw Dimitri's father. And now we have Sylvain's father. Mercedes' father, I don't think we're going to see him because, you know, Yuritsa already, you know, took care of him. There's Ingrid's father, who actually would be kind of interesting to see. But I think he's kind of in the same category as, yeah, maybe Bernie, Marianne, and Ingrid's father we probably won't see. The characters who I would like to see, but probably just won't. So. Oh, really?
Here's a thought.
Yeah, that is true.
And that's that.
Well, thanks for the advice. Constantine?
In point of fact,
When the city of Nouvelle fell, it was overrun by bandits and looters. At the time, the Imperial Army had been so focused on fighting the force from Dagda that the city's guards were practically non-existent.
truly incredible.
But now we've mobilized our forces and prioritized aiding the people rather than the war itself. I feel misty-eyed with gratitude.
So basically...
I mean, I'm not. I think he was talking about the old empire, because Edelgard does care about her people. Shoot, I have some things I'm thinking about, but well, like you guys said, you do want to hear my thoughts. I'm only thinking that, you know what? No, I cut it out. I admit it. Until I do Edelgard's route, I know, again, it's the same thing I said in the Golden Deer, but this time I'm taking precautionary measures. I just want to avoid all possible scenarios, and Edelgard's character will be delved further in that, alright? So I'll withhold judgment until there. Yeah, I'll say that. The dance master that lives in the southwestern Rim territory. They won the White Heron Cup. Do you mean Dorothea? Because I believe her class does look different than the other mages. They have music notes coming out of them. Or it could be Manuela as well. Either one of them. Or is that the weird way we get the... Because we're going to... Rim is right here. Are they saying we're gonna get a dancing class? Like, what would be the benefit? How on earth can you make a dancer worth it? Or, yeah. Like, the whole benefit of dancers, I just thought they wouldn't be in the game. The whole benefit of dancers is your unit can move again. It's one of the most powerful things in a turn-based game, but there are no turns. It's just hands. So, but we'll wait and see. I mean, if they included it, because they've been including everything else that's part of Three Houses. So maybe he was.
What should I?
Yeah, Edmund. It seems like Edmund's really starting to care about Marianne. Yeah, he's showing that he cares. Huh.
How's that?
Yeah, I think he truly does. Because you don't talk about, you know, just handing down your entire legacy to somebody Unless you truly do see them as an heir. Huh.
Let's give it a try.
Do I want that for Edmund? Because I kind of feel like because he sent Marianne out to war, he's getting a conscience. I don't know. Hadn't met the dude, alright? Hadn't got a chance to see him. So I can say whatever I want. But, that's nice for Marianne, at least, you know?
Hello.
Yeah.
Basically.
Attack coming on. So we actually have to attack again.
Beats me.
Yeah. Who would have thought? See, that's the thing. It's like, Claude, he knew about the Agarthans. And again, he was trying to end the war as soon as possible. He was.
Did you hear?
There's a bridge in Ordelia territory that crosses the Aramint River, though it's not nearly as big as the Great Bridge of Murden. Or a checkpoint either side to prevent bandits from passing through. Okay. Shamir?
It's you.
Yeah, it's not them. That is true. That's what happened with Ramire. Yeah. You're grateful for it. Really? That's interesting to hear you say. Alst? We almost had the kingdom cornered only to retreat at the last second. A mediocre king would never have the courage to make such a quick... That's true. That's true. Because, you know, to have your goal right there, a mediocre king might give up the people. Again, like I was saying. Like yeah.
I knew you were special.
Well, it's not me, Holst. It's Claude you're talking about, but... I'm good. That's good for you to hear you say.
How can I be of service?
Member of the local guard in a village near here. Most of my compatriots have been... Really? Huh. The king didn't abandon us after all. No. No, we didn't. We just possibly didn't make the best call on going to attack Dimitri. I thought Nadir was going to come with us, but he stayed on the ship and went back to Elmira. Apparently, he convinced the Elmiran soldier... Yep, he did do that. Oh, really? Hopefully. I'm not sure if that was the last... Oh, wow. Look at that yellow. Oh, and... Speaking of, you work for House Ordelia.
Are you busy?
Despite his failing health, Count Ordelia has been trying to restore peace in his territory ever since we allied with the Empire. But all that's ruined now. Yeah, Lysithea must be furious, man. Like the Agarthans keep meddling in her life. Oh, it's speaking of, I'll make them. Yeah, Lysithea, you have every permission to use every tool you have at your disposal. House Ordelia was finally starting to make a comeback after. Yep, that's exactly what she was saying. If those who slither in the dark are behind this, yep. Go ham, Lysithea. Do everything in your power. I'm all for it. Nah, I'm not trying to calm her down.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's not what I was trying to say.
Are you serious?
Well, I don't know, Lysithea. There are two situations where I know of where people have been unwilling spies. Though I seriously don't think that's the case here. I hope that's not the case. And yeah, both my top tiers are ready.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nah, these two are angry. Like, run. Run. Yeah, sadistic villain indeed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would, but I mean, I don't mind if you take him out. You know, it is what it is, but I do want to capture him. Yeah.
Got it.
Alright. Good to hear. I need you both fired up. An Imperial General?
Greetings.
You were sent over to help? Ah, shoot. Now I feel really bad that we lost Randolph. Edelgard truly is keeping her part of the bargain. Forming the Federation was worth it if only to provide faster aid without waiting for the round table. You're talking about the round table? I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not going to comment. He could mean a bunch of things. He could mean, for example, Count Burgleys and Count Irving might have... Like, does Edelgard have complete authority? I don't know. Alright, you know, that's the thing. I don't know. And I'll stay silent.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Ready and willing.
For the people? Aloise, you were a mercenary, bruh. Like, you fight for your employer at that point. There's Petra. I'm estimating there will be more fighting in the city, not enemy soldiers, but bandits and rioters.
What do you think?
Compared to... I mean, I'll say better.
Right on.
Yeah, it's definitely better than an open field.
Wonderful.
Hopefully. Maybe I might bring you in the battle. Huh, I didn't notice. Was the Wyvern always there? Interesting. Wrath? Oh yeah, I bet your legs got a lot. I bet all our legs got quite a workout. I mean, speaking of workout, imagine doing push-ups in that armor. Oh, that's a female Fortress Knight. And yeah, you want to be balanced. Wait, what?
What?
Oh yeah, that is true. All right. Oh, Linhart sitting in the shade in a bit. That's a nice spot. I can tell. And yeah, we have been traveling and fighting a lot.
Very sad.
Yeah, the war's gonna drag on. Why don't you take a break?
What do you think?
Not happening.
I mean, I don't think that. In fact, since we're allies with the Empire, well, it might not be the best idea to give you back, but dang. I hate the prisoner type of feel, but I mean, it is war. It's better than them being dead.
Please listen.
Oh, that makes sense. It's mostly managed by House Gloucester. Oh, he is. Yeah, they're definitely... Count Gloucester's definitely he's a upstanding guy. Never thought I'd say that, but... Alright. But no, he really is. It's just weird for me to say after all this time. Alright, Ignatz.
So?
The band is as far as Frim territory, right? Yeah. Really?
Oh, that's right.
Yes, they did. Joined her? So Viscount Hrim was a female. Nah, it might, cause... Oh, would they still be in House Rim? Didn't Eureka just take out House Rim? Questions. I have them. Blake? So we'll be fighting bandits and scoundrels next.
Okay.
Doesn't matter who we're up against, I'll cut them down all the same. I'm undaunted.
Right on.
Yeah, wait, well.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, friendly rivalry. Even though he took out our team. But yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Claude?
Oh boy.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You know, starting this war, when we have the Agarthans to worry about. But Edelgard thought she took them all out, but still. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, it can't be a coincidence.
Uh-huh.
But how could they keep an eye on us? See, now I'm starting to worry. Like, that would mean we would have to have a traitor in our midst or something.
What?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, great. Stopping them should be our first priority. But we have no proof.
That's a tricky one.
Didn't Edelgard tell you? Wait, hang on. Did I miss something? Either that or they plan to conquer it all. Yeah. Then we can't afford to be fighting war right now. Stopping them needs to be our top priority. Again, Edelgard thought she took them out. Yeah, that's the thing. Edelgard thought she took them out. And I'm assuming she would have had to have done that in the pre-time skip of the Black Eagles. Which is what I was half joking when I said... Well, yeah, I was completely joking when I said, did Arundel overstay his hand? He did. Or, actually, you know what? I noticed they didn't mention Kranya at all. They just mentioned Tomas and Myson. It might be that Kranya... Because, let's be real. Without Gerald's death, the house that has the most beef with Kranya is the Black Eagles, specifically Monica. Monica, out of everybody in Fulton, would want Kranya defeated. And defeated is used lightly there. She want her 6 feet under. And I'm assuming since Monica is a part of the Black Eagles, they helped her out and they took care of Nagarthan, along with a bunch of others. I wonder how she did all that. Because, you know, I would think the Agarthans, they would... Like, clearly, they had to have known Edelgard was going to try something, right? Because, again, this whole entire war, like Claude and I were just talking about, was their idea. Like, they groomed... Well, they didn't groom Edelgard. Well, they put her in the position to do this war, and they are responsible for taking out all of her siblings, you know, experimenting on them, giving her the drive to go after Rhea. You know, that I don't think if the Agarthans didn't do what they did, then Edelgard would not be leading this war for 2 reasons. 1, because she'd have older siblings who would first be in charge. And 2, they wouldn't be dead, so I think Edelgard would have been a lot meeker. Not to, you know, throw shade, but like she was with Dimitri. A quiet girl who, you know, is not the confident emperor that we see right now. They kind of birthed Edelgard. I'll say that. Maybe they created the Flame Emperor, but she's not the Flame Emperor now. That was... I think you guys get what I mean, though, right? It's basically... They created the circumstances that made Edelgard want to do this. Though her father also guided her on how to be a proper emperor. So all I'm saying is that the Agarthans would surely know that Edelgard would want to take them out as well. Though she did say as much openly in Three Houses, but that scene couldn't have happened in Three Hopes because it would be in the Church of Seros. Or at the church. It just, I would really like to know how Edelgard got the jump over them, because, you know, again, they should have been expecting something like that. You don't make a weapon that's living and has animosity against you, and, well, I shouldn't call her a weapon. Again, you get what I mean. You know, you shouldn't create Edelgard, put her in literally the position of power, and not have a way to protect yourself. Because otherwise something like this happens. So... I guess we'll see. But for now, Arvel. Something slithers among the shadows. Who might be the... You know, I gotta remember, if Arvel is what I think he is, you know, human ears, right? Human hands, human feet. Nothing about him screams, well, his color and his eyes. Still... Arvel could be their deity, and his existence still being there. We'll see, alright? Yeah, we are suspected of being involved. I don't want to suspect Arvel. All right, it's not fair. People are suspecting me, but they trust me. I want to trust Arvel.
What do you think?
He's been in my corner from day one, so. And yeah, this is a time for us to get to the truth of the matter. So. Okay. That being said, let me take care of this map and meet you all back. Though this time, it's time to change Leone to a bow knight. Got Parthia, Golden Deer Cavalry, and I'll go with these two.
You need not worry yourself over me, even should I fall in battle.
Oh yeah, look at this. A Garthan city, man.
I will not see my family's good name sullied.
Wait, who? Oh, that's an interesting tome. Is that an owl? So that's an Agarthan Grimory, huh? Wait, Lysithea is in trouble. Eh? Oh.
I might be in a little trouble. My turn. That was close.
Okay, let's heal. Let's fix that. Why were you in trouble?
I'm not there yet.
The game's selling me. That should not have been. Look at it.
When to retreat is a vital strategy.
Why?
Of course.
Why was she in trouble?
You can count on me.
Alright, game.
This battle.
So you're the Agarthan Grimory, huh? Are you gonna be an actual character or? Cause Myson was. Alright. Actually,
That's no surprise. I work much harder than anyone else.
they weren't pale. Oh, S rank Battler 3. Nice. And we got the Brave Bow.
I must make more progress.
Even a mule will eventually reach its destination.
Constance got Agnia's arrow. Nice. And there's the Brave Bow. It's not like it does the Brave, you know, thing. It doesn't shoot twice.
We've dealt with bandits before, but this is worse than anything I could have imagined.
Indeed. The damage done to the larger towns was upsetting enough.
Yeah.
The horrors unleashed upon some of the villages borders on the unspeakable.
Sheesh.
We saw entire fields trampled and destroyed. Whole villages burned to their foundations.
Now I'm really starting to wonder if we should have attacked Dimitri, Claude.
Attacking innocent civilians like that. It's inhuman.
Yeah, you would think.
How could anyone be so cruel? To torment people like this and then walk away laughing. It's horrible.
Yeah, no gray area for the Agarthans.
I'm convinced that those who slither in the dark are behind this, pulling the strings.
You're convinced?
It makes perfect sense, seeing as they already know Ordelia territory so well.
Okay, you're speaking to it.
What do you mean?
Wait, are you about to inform everybody?
Many years ago,
Okay.
the Empire accused House Ordelia of participating in the Hrim Rebellion. This was just an excuse to begin meddling in our affairs.
Really? Because the way, I guess that story was false then. Well, because the way it seemed is House Hrim and House Ordelia just... Maybe I'm misremembering the fact, but...
During that time, they sent a group of strange mages into Ordelia territory. Everything about them felt wrong, from the way they looked to the powers they possessed. It was clear they weren't regular people.
Are you saying they were really those who slither in the dark?
Yeah, it's hard to forget somebody like that.
I believe so, now that I look back on it. though it's not exactly a memory I care to relive.
That's fair.
And now they've wormed their way into Ordelia and Hrim territories again.
How, though?
This is just a guess, but their base of operations could be somewhere near here.
Like, in the same way that we were told by Yuri that Claude's strategy wouldn't work a second time getting in the Kingdom territory, you would think, well, it's been a long time. And House Ordelia was just attacked by the Empire, so okay, that's fair.
Do you remember ever having lived in this area?
And yeah, their base is in Shambhala, near Hilda's territory.
Yeah, my mom and I spent a few years in a mountain village somewhere in Ordelia territory.
But wasn't it?
But she wasn't born there, and I don't know where she lived before that.
Okay, well that makes sense.
There
Wait.
could be a connection there. Or maybe it's nothing.
She moved to Ordelia territory, the very place. Yo, Grape, did your mom participate in the experiments with Lysithea? Oh, that would be because she studies magic, as Happy was saying. But again, Happy's support made it seem like she was a nice person. But that's us. She was near. Maybe she. Okay, it could be this. She was experimenting on Lysithea's family. She realized that she didn't want any part of it, and so she left. But she still stayed in the area because she couldn't go far.
Either way, dealing with them needs to be our top priority. We gave them this opening.
That we did, Claude.
They never would have been able to take advantage of us like this if we hadn't been at war.
Yeah. That's their whole plan.
Just another reason why we have to end this conflict as quickly as possible. We have to ensure nothing like this ever happens again.
And now I'm thinking about it, they couldn't do this before because the Alliance was stationed. Claude hunkered down and said, "No, I'm not moving." And so if the Arthans did try anything, I mean, he did leave, but the Agarthans had no reason to intervene until right when he fought Edelgard. Or after that point, which they did, and they tried to just, nuke the place. So it's still following that same type of trend, just Edelgard apparently already took care of them. I mean, again, for the sake of making Edelgard seem, I don't want to say in a better light, but it's like I said before, starting the war with Rhea already captured makes it very hard to justify from the other two areas, especially the Alliance and Three Houses, why Edelgard would attack them. But in this route, Rhea is still around, Edelgard still has her reason, and as an added bonus, it would seem that she had already planned to take care of the Agarthans beforehand. How? I don't know. Because I would think, like, I got the impression from Three Houses that she was fighting with one arm tied behind her back. Like, she wasn't completely subservient to them, but she couldn't just do whatever she wanted either, or they would retaliate. And again, I thought their base was in Shambhala. Like, can we see that? Zoom out. Wait, is it at the top there? No, that's Kupala. Okay, yeah, never mind. And this is Roland's throat. That's Elmira. Gonriel. Oh wait, Gonriel's right here? Oh! Oh, well then, yeah. I thought Gonriel would be higher up. But if it's right here, because Hilda said it's just south of her family's border. So, right here. Could they reach Shambhala from Hrim? Maybe. We'll have to see. But they made it, to me, they made it clear that it was in Alliance territory. So, alright, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take care of the rest of these maps. And then I will see you all for, I guess, the paralogue probably next time. And now it is time for the question of the day. And I don't know if you could tell, but this episode had the same issue as last episode. So I'm so glad that these two are done because it took a lot more work to get out versus the other episodes. But From this point on, at least from the episodes I recorded, because I'm not quite done with the Golden Deer route yet, or Golden Wildfire yet, those episodes are good. And there's some very good moments on the horizon. In fact, there's an interesting type of episode that we have up next, but before that, I thought I talked about it more in this episode than I actually did, but one thing that was kind of underlying was resentment over Claude's decision to attack Dimitri and how it all turned out. Especially since Claude's told us that before he attacked Dimitri, he knew about the Agarthans. And I know I said that Edelgard thought she took care of them, but their leader was in the wind. So at the very least, if you assume that Talis, who I'm assuming is Arundel, again, 98% sure, if you are saying that their leader is still around, it's very risky to assume that they are taken care of. And as Claude was saying, they should not be fighting a war in the first place as long as they're alive. And it makes me think back to Claude's decision, how he immediately decided to go after Dimitri and Rhea, but apparently at the same time he also still knew that the Agarthans were a threat. Yet he took the brunt of the Alliance forces into enemy territory across a body of water and left the Alliance vulnerable to many different types of attacks if people chose to. But honestly, I think Claude would have saved himself a lot of trouble if he had just stayed at home. The whole reason Edelgard even approached him in teaming up was because she was in trouble. I think he had enough leverage to say, we won't attack you anymore, but we aren't going to help you out in your war either. We're going to sit this one on the sidelines. Nevertheless, I'd like some discussion about this because I'm planning on making a video about the Golden Wildfire route once we're done. And this point in particular, I think, deserves to be highlighted. What do you think about Claude deciding to attack Dimitri knowing that the Agarthans exist? And again, some of you might have a bit more insight considering I'm fairly certain that the last map of the Black Eagles pre-time skip is probably dealing with the Agarthans. Or one map in particular deals with the Agarthans. So it might create a false sense of security. Nevertheless, for me, it's just, I'm actually finding myself needing more reasons to see why we should have attacked Dimitri, again, non-hostile kingdom, all in the sake of maintaining our place in Foltland when in actuality it was incredibly dangerous. And the whole reason Edelgard was approaching us in the first place is because it would be dangerous to continue fighting the kingdom and the Alliance. So yeah, just like to get your thoughts on how things are turning out. So with that being said, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all for, like I said, an interesting episode next time.